Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Tuesday morning, April the 15th. I'm sure every one of y'all got your tax returns done by now, but you haven't. You got to midnight to go ahead and get them done. But anyway, our weather here on Panhandle Outdoors, we're looking at a stormy day, high of 67, low of 44. I chuckle when I put the weather report together because all of you old timers will talk about, we had some really nice weather last week and all, and Easter's coming up, but the old timers always said there's going to be one more cold snap before Easter. Always count on it. And you look historically, it always happens. So this is our little cold snap, the final one right before Easter. So it's going to be 44 tonight. Water temperature is fascinating, 72 degrees. I'm going to do a chart on how it went Sunday. It went anywhere from 67 to 7 degrees during the day Sunday. I was looking at it. It was really fascinating how the water temperature just sort of shot up and then bounced back down. Really, and that just proves there's a little current of water coming through there. River readings. Take a look at river readings. Still really, really high. It's going down, but Apalachicola Bluntstown this morning is reading at 19.6. It's just hopefully drop on that by the weekend. I'm sorry, I just showed you the Choctawhatchee. I did them backwards. The Choctawhatchee is at 12.3. 12.3 dropping pretty fast. Now the Apalachicola is not dropping. It is it's sort of staying pretty steady. It's at a 19.6. Now Apalachicola River reading is taking that Bluntstown right there. It got up to almost 25 foot the other day. But everything around Weewald and all over the place is affected by this reading. But the Choctawhatchee now is at 13.3. But it's falling too. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Their motto is "When Carrying Counts." Located right on 23rd Street. Today's April the 15th, and you're looking at a high tide at 10:30 a.m. and a low tide at 7:43. So it's got a little bit of a drop. Look at the rest of the week. We've got some really good, strong tides coming up. Marine forecast is going to be blowing. It'll be a tough day to be out there. Right now out of southwest at 10 to 15, but swinging around. Going to be coming out of northwest at about 15 to 25. And it's going to be bringing this cool air in. So be aware of that. Try not to get in open water if you have a small boat. All right? Takes care of our marine weather. Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Glad you're with us. Listen, I got some reports last night. Now, there's some bait fish, some 10-inch mullets showing up in some of the canals and little tributaries off West Bay and North Bay. So that's a great sign of bait fish. When those little 8 to 10-inch mullets start showing up, it's great bait, and they're out there in good numbers already. So be aware of that. You're going to catch some good live, fresh bait right there. All right, let's go to our picture parade. I got some great pictures. I want you to notice now before we go, I want you to just go through with me the variety of things that's happened the last couple of days and what people have caught here in the Florida Panhandle, and most of it right here off our waters. Okay, now let's take this right here. First one, Remington Stotler. Remington is one of my former students. I was telling Jeff, now, is that a cool name for a little outdoor guy? Remington Stotler with two nice redfish. Remington probably in my class 6 or 7 years ago. I told him with a name like that, if he has a little boy, he needs to name him Winchester. I don't know if he's had any kids yet or not, but good job, Remington, and glad to see you still fishing. Okay, now we're going to go on. Okay, now we just saw some redfish. Now we're going to sheephead. This is a good buddy here, Bill Buchanan. Bill's a good fisherman, catches a lot of fish. All right, two nice sheephead. Now let's go to the next species, James Weslowski, fishing off the pier. He finally got the monkey off his back. James was a student of mine a good while back and loves to fish, and usually catches a couple of cobia each year. Good job, James. And listen, if you go to these farmers market and you see this banner up at one of these booths called Weslowski, that's his family. They're up there in Youngstown. They've been farming for a long time, and they go to a lot of these little farmers markets. So you see Weslowski Farms, that's James's family there, okay? All right, here's a good one here. I enjoyed getting this one. This is Diane Livingston. She went fishing with her husband, Kenny, on his birthday, but the only problem is she outfished him. He wasn't supposed to do that on his birthday. He's supposed to let him catch the biggest one. Good job there, Diane Livingston. All right, let's go to Turkey now. Nice gobbler by Drew Pollard. Got about a week left in turkey season. Good job there, Drew. This was Kathy Lewis, my wife, Gail, it's her cousin. She sent this picture of a moccasin. Just be aware now, it's going to start warming up, and it's high water and all. If you're going back into these river sloughs and all, I can guarantee you're going to start seeing some of these. So be careful. Don't let them fall in the boat with you. All right, Derek Derby. Okay, he and his girlfriend Brandon Boyd each one of them got a nice cobia over the weekend. All right, it was a good weekend for cobia. Jonathan Snyder and his fishing party, that's a big cobia there. All right, let's go back to some sheephead. Okay, sheephead Troy Evans, good job there. And my little grandson Mason, they got into the Spanish. He and Ashley, and fishing with their dad and a friend of theirs Saturday. He got about 40-something, all of them. Good job. I love to see that big old smile on his face. They had a good time. Good job, Mason. All right, Stacy Griffith Price married a Weewaw boy. She's from South Florida, but she's one of us now because she married a Weewaw boy, and she and her family fishing right off the tip of the Cape. Good job there. From St. Joe, always got a big smile on her face. Good job, Stacy Griffith Price. All right, here's up at Deer Point Lake, Russell Sims. I've been getting some good bass reports from Deer Point Lake and other places. All right, let's take a look at the Mexico Beach Ling Ding tournament. Here's first place fish right now. That's Tennessee Chuck right now, and he's fishing with Captain Mitch Coleman. You know, Mitch sends in our report. Mitch is on the right there, and Tennessee Chuck's on the left. They're in first place now. Two familiar faces, Ricky McNair and Justin Leake. They try to get a cobia. They try to fish together a couple times a year on cobia fishing. They can really do a good job with it. All right. Marcus Parrish, he went down to Cape San Blas and he took his brother on his first fishing trip for Pompano in the surf and his wife, Marcus' sister-in-law, and they had it. Look at that. That's an outstanding Saturday at Cape San Blas. Great job, Marcus, and a good job taking your brother and your sister-in-law down there. They really did a good job on that. Eddie Ramos, this is a good story here. He was fishing for Pompano in the past Saturday, and he was fishing with a jig, had a little 5-foot rod, a little small 2,000 reel, and hooked up on a redfish. Now, you know he had a good fight with that small rig like that. Good job, Eddie. Here are results after the second weekend of the Ling Ding tournament. In the Floor Days, that's Mitch's boat. He's at 60.9 pounds. Second place is No Bananas at 54.91. And third place is John Wiley at 45.28. And fourth is at 31 pounds. All right, they started showing up down there really good. Freshwater fishing in the Sandhill Ponds. Is this awesome? This is Gerald Sims and Chuck Moody. And that is a good mess of brim and shell cracker right there. Here's some of the bigger ones. They're filling up a whole lid on the ice chest. So the Sandhill Ponds, and listen, all this rain we've got, the Sandhill Ponds are in great shape. Brian Revere, principal at Vernon High School, taking little girl Allison on her first fish for this year. Good job there, Brian. Glad to see you back on the water. Scott Lindsay sent this picture. His son, Jeremy, caught, he and his girlfriend, each one caught a cobia. Now, you probably can't see this real plain. They cut it open and see, this is what's on the inside of it. And Scott was telling me, he sent me the picture. You see on the right is a flounder, there's a catfish at the top, and then a bunch of crab and shrimp. I told Scott, I said, that cobia's eating better than me. He's got a seafood buffet. I mean, that's some really good. But you know what I don't see in there, and what everybody throws at him is an eel. Now, because we don't have a lot of eels around here, but we do have a lot of crabs. So crab is a great bait, and any kind of little fish and all. But good job. They do the same thing I do. Cut that fish open and see what they've been eating. All right? There's a lot of pictures right there. Just the last couple of days right here on the Florida coast right here in the Sandhill Ponds and Deer Point Lake. All right? Let's take this break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. The first thing I want to add some names to our pickle jar. Got some sent in here. Let's see. We got Davian Aguan, okay. Remington Stotler, you're in here. Jaron Aguan, Johnny Conrad and Rhonda Conrad. Johnny and Rhonda have a DJ business. Johnny and I are the same. They started teaching together. He's retired now. He's smarter than I am. He's retired now, but has a little DJ every morning, good music called Johnny Conrad. He watches the show every morning. Good morning, Johnny. And got some good stuff from you the other day. Appreciate it. We got a little video coming up on reels. We talk about, catching fish and all the tackle talk we talk about. It all boils down to having a really good reel. You got to have the hook, the line, and the rod and everything, but that reel is so important if you have a big fish on and gearing down and everything, trying to catch it. So I've always been all kind of reels. I've got 3 or 4 different brands, but my first really big reel was a pin reel. I've always loved those pin reels, and I still have several pin reels. Probably have more than I need, but those old big pin reels have been with us a long time. So I've got a little interview here with Kevin Benton, the area representative for this company, and on Pure Tackle, and they carry pin reels. So let's watch this little interview with Kevin and see what's coming up in 2014. Okay, folks, here we are today with Kevin Benton. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning. How are you today?
We talk to Kevin about once a year just to keep up with. He's a pin rep up there. He's from Smith Station. All you Auburn folks know where that is. And,
yep.
We'll get running to him. He's good about giving us stuff to give away on the show and all that, but he's so knowledgeable on tackle and everything. Always something new coming out, and some of the good old stuff. So,
well, instead of new, we're actually going to go back. We're going to go back to old school, particularly in this part of the coast, the 706Z. American built, still built in Philadelphia where the original was. All the original components, original design, at $199 price point, so it's still very affordable. Bailless version, perfect for that pier cobia guy.
You old school guys know exactly. We used to take the bail off, and those original ones, you take them off. And look at that, folks. That's sweet.
Still a coffee grinder, but people love it, so it's back.
Hey, listen, Gail, Father's Day coming up pretty soon now. Don't forget this. All right, that's good. So, what else is coming out?
A lot of things more in the trolling series. We have a new Squall series. So this is going to be lever drag. So you've got that set up, but you're in around a $169 price point, 25 pounds of drag, small, ergonomic, easy to use. So for the person who's getting into lever drag for the first time, this is very simple, easy to get into.
Okay.
And then also the weight, you notice right away, is substantially lighter.
Folks, we all sort of broke our teeth on pins, and I've always been a pin guy. It's amazing, like they're still made in Philadelphia.
Most of them are. This particular model is not. About 30% of all of our production is made in Philadelphia.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
We're going to actually bring back some more models this fall. We're looking at even reintroducing Senator and even some of our bigger old shark reels, maybe from the Jaws era. You remember the big 117s? We're going to bring those back as American built.
That's cool stuff.
Last year we introduced the Spinfisher V, V standing for the 5th generation. Spinfisher has been kind of our lead horse in the spinning tackle. It's still our pickup truck. It's the one that will get the fish home. We did upgrade to the new Slammer drag system, which a lot of people liked. In a previous reel, has 2 drag washers above the spool, 1 below. So we get more drag pressure, so it's got more drag for the size reel. In an all-metal body. We don't do any of the graphite bodies, all metal body, oversized bail, solid bail, direct drive handle. It's just the beast. If you got big fish, this is the one to go get them with.
Yeah, and you guys, we fish a lot, we know, you can just feel it.
You can feel the quality, you definitely can.
Yeah, that's cool.
And simple to take care of, simple to service, parts are available, and once you just flush it right after you fish, could be the reel of a lifetime. You can keep it 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to tell people that because we want to buy it.
Don't want to. Yeah, I know, but I'd still rather give them a big bang for their money. Take care of your stuff.
I really do have some of my original stuff back in the 60s and 70s that had pins on it. I don't use them as much, but I still have them. They still work.
They still work. Excellent stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, Kevin, thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, folks, well, welcome back. We're going to get a quick pier report. We heard some good reports all weekend, and we got it set up over here in Panama City Beach Pier. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
How's everything going out your way?
Oh, doing good.
Well, I know I've got some good reports. I want to hear firsthand from the man at the pier. So tell us what's been going on last weekend and week and oh.
Well, they've caught some cobia. They've caught pompano and Spanish, and there's been a few king mackerel caught.
Well, that's good. Are they catching them any particular time of day, Carrie?
Early in the morning's been good, late in the afternoon.
Okay. What about the preferred bait?
Well, they've been catching pompano on the pompano jigs, and the Spanish on the gotcha plugs, or the Clark spoons, bubble straw rigs, and the kings on like the cigar minnows.
Okay. Now, did they have caught some king mackerel off there?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Okay, cobia. Any size of the cobia?
Well, now the county pier has gotten one that's 81 pounds, and I think our biggest one was about 35 or something like that.
Well, that's good. I guess things have really, with spring is here, I guess it has sprung out on the pier, I guess we could say.
Yes, sir. We're finally starting to catch some fish.
Well, I know that's exciting. I'm going to sneak out there one morning now, if I can get away from here.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Carrie. Appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, buddy. All right, that's Carrie at the Panama City Beach Pier, and I've been showing you pictures and all, and most pictures come from boats and shore, but the pier is really doing well right now, so keep that in mind. All right, now let's take a look at our fish and game forecast brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty. These are some of the peak times, and as Carrie said, the mornings and afternoons are doing good. So, well, right now, if you can get out there this afternoon after lunch at 1:15 or 3:15, you're going to be in the peak time, or you want to fish it at night. And a lot of people fish that pier at night. It's good to fish. You know, the fishing is excellent, especially with a moonlight night. We've had a good moon last couple of nights if the clouds not in the way. So from 12:15 to 2:15. Okay, that takes care of our time there. Now, I have several emails. I want to read this email. This is interesting here. This is it's about a bear attack. So we've covered a lot this morning, a whole kind of stuff. We're going to go into bear injuries because it's just a constant problem throughout Florida with so many bears. And this one, where a bear attacks a woman down on Lake Mary, and FWC is investigating on April 12th. Okay, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission received a report that Mrs. Terry Ferreira was injured during an encounter with a bear in her yard, okay, in a Lake Mary home. FWC responded, went on to say investigation going on. Earlier media reports that said she was attacked by several bears, but it was not several bears, it was one bear. There were several bears in the area. So FWC positioned some traps out there. She was treated and released from the hospital. All right, goes on to say, they report the incident here, so I just copied that. I was checking my email this morning right before the show. I got another email from the FWC. It said FWC removed dangerous bears from Lake Mary neighborhood. So it's tagging on to that one. Here's what they did. This evening, a Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Law Enforcement officer shot, let me turn it sideways and read it better, shot a bear that exhibited dangerous behavior towards officers and staff at the scene. So obviously that was the same bear. It was doing the same aggressive behavior, and that's why you got to be careful of. You know which one in the group's going to be aggressive. So they actually shot him. The bear approached FWC biologists at close range and showed no fear of humans. And FWC officer yelled at the bear, but it did not retreat. Okay, that's not a good sign there. Because of its behavior, the officer determined that the bear was dangerous, and he took the appropriate action. Other bears in the area also appear to be highly habituated to people. Okay, they're not really scared of people. Three more showed no fear of people and were captured and put down. So they didn't just get one. Obviously, he's got four. Looks like. I'm just reading this. FWC staff observed two other bears in the area that ran away at the sight of humans. So this is typical wild bear behavior. No action was necessary with these bears. That's what we talk about that over and over again. Excuse me. They get so used to people around these military bases, different places, and they see people and they're not scared at all, and they become habituated to people, and that's where the problem occurs. So just be aware of that. In springtime, keep in mind these bears have been really slowed down. Their metabolism has been slow all winter long. They haven't been doing much, just sort of laying around a semi-hibernation. They don't really hibernate here in Florida. They just sort of lay down and don't do a whole lot of stuff. But now, with this weather warming up, all kind of neat stuff going on, everything blooming. They're really out looking for food, and they are hungry. And some of the first places they go into are these garbage cans and all. So be aware of that, and know that that's going to be a problem if you're in the area. Okay. Now I was looking at my last date on the poster. Okay, the last hunting date of this year will end up this Saturday. Turkey season is wrapping up in Zone D. This has been a great poster. I'm going to go ahead and throw it away this week because all the dates now are not important because we've passed them. But April 20th closes out turkey season. All right. Now I got time to give away just a bag of tackle. I'm going to just throw everything out and show you all the stuff we're giving in here. Okay, one of the first things is a walk through nature. Jeff Peck's great video on all the natural scenes around the Florida Panhandle. Really nice. Okay. Let's see, a pin catalog. You saw the pin reels, trigger. Okay, this crab bait is really good stuff here. How about a pin cap? All this is in one bag. You know what these are? Gotcha plugs. You take them right now out to the pier and catch some Spanish right now. Some Bass Assassin. Some more plugs. Here's some more jigs. All right, here's a fuel set. Okay, some oil for your reel, and our floating pliers. All that's in one bag. Okay, I'll put it all back in here. We got 3 bags. It's gonna be. I still have 2 more bags I'll give away this week. So register at any time. So I'm gonna reach down and all right, all this is in one bag, and try to get a winner out of here. You register any time for. You never know what we're gonna give away here in Panhandle Outdoors. And the winner of this tackle bag is going to be Diane Chambers from Apalachicola. Diane Chambers. I love people all over the Panhandle watching the show. I appreciate that viewership. So I'm going to put your name on this bag and attach it right here. Good job, Diane Chambers. Folks, I'm about to run out of time. Had a great show. Appreciate your viewership. Hope you enjoyed that little video there. Hope you enjoyed that video yesterday on that cobia fishing. So when the storm weather gets through, get out there and do some fishing. Meanwhile, today now, sometime today you do something good for somebody else. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.